Hello and welcome back to Couples Drive, where married couples share their stories from when they met, courted, got married and beyond. I'm your host, Atuboyen. This week we're picking up from where we left off with Singles on Couples Drive, and my guest is Edwina and Philip. This is part 2 of my ride with them. Take a look.
A respectful person. I don't disrespect anyone unless you give me a reason to, and I'm honest. You know, I don't feel like I should lie about something, because once you start off a relationship with a lie, you got to keep up that lie.
They always want to express themselves, but they're doing it in such a manner that you feel they are ordering you. It's a whole lot of things. The list goes on and on and on, but nobody will be able to fulfill all their lists. I mean, I check off every item on your list as you've made it. So the one you are willing to trade off must be something that is not so critical to the survival of the relationship.
I see. Edwina, do you agree?
She's out to disagree everything today, so...
No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying, like, you can get your point across. It's all about how you deliver the message. Like I always say, you can get whatever you want from your partner. It's all about how you deliver the message.
Great.
You know? Even if he doesn't want to do it, but how you present it, he will think about it, and he will do it. You know? Like, don't come trying to be like, I'm the boss, I'm in charge, it's my way or no way type of move. Because then it's like, you guys are going to bump heads and it's not going to work. You know, it's like having trying to challenge an alpha male. You know, it's not going to work.
So, there are times when you meet somebody, right, and you guys hit it off, and you begin to invest in each other financially, sometimes, where you start buying stuff and co-signing cars and doing all that, and it gets to a point where you realize that this is not leading to where you both expected or both wanted to. Do you think, first of all, it's a good idea for you to be that invested in somebody, or you have to wait at a point? Because, you know, a person can give you all the assurance, or they give you all the signs that you want, and then you become somewhat assured, or you have some level of assurance, you know, and then towards the end things begin to unravel and you realize it's not going to lead to where I want it to go to. In your opinion, do you think it's something that we should do?
Wait, but how far in are we in a relationship that I'm co-signing for a car?
Well, I mean, it happens that people, I've heard of, you know, situations where people meet 3 months, 6 months, they actually moving, they living like partners, and, you know, they talking about marriage and leasing houses and all that. Do you think that is something that, you know, it's a good idea?
I don't think it's
or even at what point do you think it's good for you to be thinking about those things or doing things together?
I mean, like, co-signing for cars and all those things, those are major moves. But, like, in the beginning of a relationship where I'm buying you materialistic stuff, to me, that's not a big deal.
Okay.
But, like...
But cars are...
Investments.
Well, in things that are going to not jeopardize, but, like, these things that it's like, co-signing for a car is huge.
That's because it's got to be paid off.
Right.
You didn't buy it and pay it off.
All those things.
Yeah.
So, and this takes me back to us having a conversation to see where we're going, where this relationship is leading to, you know, and steps that we're taking to accomplish those to reach that goal.
Right.
You know, but 3-4 months in, 5 months in a relationship, I'm not co-signing for no car for you. Crazy.
3 years, 4 years, I'm not co-signing for anything for you because we are not married. Who knows how it's gonna end? And then it ends with you, and someone else shows up, and I have a car co-signed with another person.
A car for you, and then we break up, or come to find out you already have somebody already, and you guys are chilling in the car that is undermining.
That's the thing.
I would slice all your tires.
Yeah.
Crazy. No, I'm not putting myself in that predicament.
Yeah. So, as she said, I think that the few materialistic things to express love. It's a way of expressing love is to give gifts.
Yeah.
So as you give gifts, as you
Your
affirm,
love language.
you see, as you give gifts, you affirm, you help. All those love languages you be using to express your love is good. But big moves, co-signing an apartment and leasing stuff together is not a wise thing to do until you're united and recognized by law, the kind of relationship that exists between you two. So I think that's a low ball right there.
Do you think good men are hard to find nowadays, Edwina?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you have no idea. Yes, they are.
How so? But now you saying you are not ready, you are not under pressure, but how do you even know that this is a good man or not?
Quick one on that. Adriana's ready, she's not under pressure. Different things.
Okay.
High five.
Oh, you are ready but not under pressure.
There you go.
Okay, so why do you say good men are hard to find?
Because good men are hard to find because not everybody know what they want. People like the idea of being in a relationship, but more so I feel like a lot of people act more on infatuation more than love, because we're easily infatuated by someone.
Okay.
And I could be like, oh my god, like I like this person, we're vibing, everything is cool, and then we get into a relationship, and then 3, 4, 5 months in, they get cold feet. What do you mean you got cold feet? You know?
Well, is it because they begin to see things that wasn't obvious from the beginning?
No, I feel like because they were not aware of what they were signing up for.
And then that's the responsibility of the other partner to make it obvious. I mean, you have to give all.
Because like sometimes with these guys, it's like everybody, I want to be with you because you're beautiful, you're pretty, and I know like you're a good woman, and every guy would die to have you or whatever. So I want to have you for myself.
Those are some of the lines, right?
I just picked that up, buddy.
They will have you, but then also have others. You know. So then you're in this situation, whereas you're actually thinking that you're building something with this individual, and then he's also building something else with other people. You know, I just feel like nowadays people are not really sure of what they want.
Okay.
It's like the idea sounds good. You know, I want to be in a relationship. I'm ready to settle down. They say these things to themselves, but then it's like once they're in the situation, they realize like, I don't think I'm ready for this. I want to continue to date. And then it becomes a cycle. I have friends, male friends, who have been single for like 5 years and plus. And I'm like, dude, are you going to like settle down or what? They're like, nah, I don't want the headache.
Come on.
You know, I just want to feel free to do me.
And they are in a relationship.
They're not.
They are not. Oh.
You know, but then it's like they start dating women and playing the role of a boyfriend, and then giving these women the high hopes that there's something there. But then on his end, he's like, I'm just having fun.
Okay.
So basically, you're just having fun until the next thing comes along.
Gotcha.
But then it's like they they start dating women and playing the role of a boyfriend, and then giving these women the high hopes that there's something there. But then on his end, he's like, I'm just having fun.
Okay.
So basically, you're just having fun until the next thing comes along.
Gotcha.
Interesting. Yeah.
Philip.
Yeah, but I good women, hard to find.
Nowadays.
I think before I can answer that question very well, it'll be very important to understand what dating entails, so that it looks like people get too committed during dating or courtship as it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah, people play around a lot, and so it's very easy to hurt each other when you guys go in not serious about settling down. People just do it because they are young and they must have a partner or something, you know. But these are things that if you're not co-signing cards, you're still investing emotions into a person, and it is not good if you're going to invest emotions into an individual and it's going to go down the drain after a certain time. See, you should go in with a mindset of it being perpetual, and as much as you go in with that mindset, you also be aware that it may not end the way you want it. That is why it is necessary to go in only when I believe you are looking to settle down. So that way there's little room for you to mess up, and you carefully consider who you are going to embark on such a thing with before you make such a move. Again, good women, I believe they're all over the place. Very, very easy to come across. It takes you to invest time in knowing a person to know whether they are good or not. That is the work each and every individual must do, whether a good woman or a good man. You must make time to want to know this person, so that you don't find yourself doing a thing that is going to hurt yourself and the other person in the long run. So getting to know the person is very, very important. Again, what would you define as a good woman or a good man? It's whether they have accepted Christ. I believe that's where it takes off. And once a person is really interested in committing their way to the Lord molds people. They may have a weakness, and once you come along and willing to help, you understand their weakness, and you want to even make them of a better friend, not even a partner yet. And you see that they are willing to let God have a way in their life and to mold and shape and make them better persons. God will definitely come through, and you find for yourself a good partner when you have become a good friend and have helped a good friend out of a bad habit or out of a weakness. So people are good. It takes time to know them, and that is all the work that comes with finding a good person, I believe.
All right, let me ask you. So if you are in one of these relationships, or if you are in a relationship and you talking to this girl, this guy, and you realize things aren't what you expected, right? And perhaps there's been some level of emotions invested already. How do you make that emotional withdrawal and close the account?
That is so hard.
Of course, it's very hard. It's hard because if you are emotionally invested, like you really care about this individual, you know, like their whole being does something to you. So for things to not work out, and now it's like basically you have to go through the grieving process. It's like having a loss and just grieving, and like just if you're able to know what happened to the relationship that let it go sour, you can
try to work on it.
You can try and work on it for yourself,
Yeah.
and also for the next relationship. If it's something that you did that affected it, but then you get some situations where someone just breaks up with you and they don't have a reason, and then it's like you're left in this limbo where you start questioning yourself as an individual, like, what's wrong with me, or what did I do? And then, like, you cannot get closure. So then you're forced to give yourself closure, because that's the only way that you can move forward,
And I think it's very important that before such a break or someone's going to go away, you should have a formal discussion and solicit from them. Allow them to be very blunt with you.
You're not going to get that, though, because nowadays, like, people, they want to spare your feelings. That's what they call it.
No, but...
I want to spare your feelings, but then it's like, you're not sparing my feelings by not telling me the truth, But it's like, they don't want to hurt you. But you're hurting me by not telling me what happened.
And I believe when it comes to that point, then you might not be the problem. That's what I was going to say.
Exactly.
Allow them to tell you what they think is wrong for you wanting to make yourself a better person. You want to know candidly from them.
But then what if they tell you,
that's what I'm saying,
you're perfect. No, you're great. You're everything that I'm looking for.
So they are not. So then it tells you that you just got saved by the bell, that they walked out of your life because they have something you're hiding. They're looking at the kind of person you are, and they know it's not gonna work out. Have that confidence in yourself when they refuse to tell you or tell you that you're good enough, and I just don't think it will work. They're hiding something. It's not worth your time spending time with such a person who can even tell you honestly why a relationship is breaking. Yes, immediately you should know that there's something that they know is going to become a problem, or for all you know, so far they've been telling you lies. So you are definitely going to find something out, and they must get out of it sooner. But where you'll be hurting and the grieving and everything comes in is when you have emotionally invested into such a relationship. I'm sorry for you. Cry a little bit. Keep crying till you are fine. I mean, you have to cry. You cry it out. Cry it out. Get over it, and then move on.
Yeah, because like you can't force them.
You can't force them.
Right.
You can't beat them.
If you force them, they will tell you lies.
Right.
And you are saying you are that, and when you are not.
Right.
They just want a reason to.
It's like it hurts your core as a human being, and in a way it's like
for not knowing what is going on, or for the relationship breaking,
for not knowing what happened. It hurts because then you're questioning yourself, and then it's like you're sitting here trying to you start formulating things like, oh, maybe it could have been this or it could have been that, but then in actuality it's not you, it's that individual. Like, they have issues that have not been treated or dealt with, and I guess maybe they see themselves not wanting what they thought they wanted, so it's like, I need to let her go so I don't hurt her. But instead of them being honest and being truthful and be like, I really like you, but honestly at this point in time in my life, I thought I was ready for a relationship, but I'm not. Either way, it still hurt, but at least they give you that respect and let you know how they were feeling. And you can walk away with your head high and be like, thank you, I'm good. And then you can go ahead and grieve. But then I feel like the grieving process, it will be a little less intense than someone just straight up leaving you with nothing to fall on. It's like you're getting hit, like you're blindsided by this whole thing.
If they're not
so on that, let me ask you, what would be something that will cause you to pull back if you were to find yourself in that situation? Like, for instance, you're in a relationship or you're getting to know somebody, and there are certain things that you begin, you notice and resurface, or surface rather, certain things that surface, and you realize that these are things that you can't deal with, right? And you feel it's best for both of you to actually part ways.
Me, I would say, like, bring it up to the person. You guys talk about it. Because we both have to teach each other and learn from each other. So if I'm doing something that you don't like, you bring it up to me. And then, noted, and I'll work on it. But then if it's like something that is continuous and it's something that you feel like you cannot accept, like this is how this person is, and it's really going to affect the relationship, and it has been affecting the relationship, then with breaking up, this is what it is. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason why I'm breaking up with you. Why? Well, this was the issue at hand. We've had several conversations about it, you know, and still there's no improvement. And honestly, this is not something that I can see myself dealing with long term. And I can't fake it and say I accept it when in actuality it's really bothering me. It's actually pulling me away from you, you know. So at least if that's what he wants to use to move on, you know what it was. So then you know this behavior that you're having, there's something that you need to look into for yourself. Because sometimes, you know, you're about to hurt someone. It's not intentional, but you're letting them know concretely the reasons why. And they themselves have to also, if it's legit, they will know within themselves, like, oh crap, like, this is what, you know, we have had these conversations. This and this and this has occurred. And now here we are. So you're not blindsided. You knew that it's been building up to this point, you know, versus you just not being truthful and then just leave.
The first conversation about it, and he's walking out, or she's walking out.
Oh yeah,
that's not good enough. You should have been talking about it and trying to.
And sometimes you see other opportunities outside which you feel is better, so you want to leave your situation and go for that other opportunity. So I'll just drop a line like, yo, it's not working.
That's very honest though.
What's the reason? It's not you, it's me, you know. There's some things I gotta work on, but and then they leave, and the next thing you know, you're on Instagram and you're like, word, that's how you feeling? You know? It happens. Just tell the truth. That's honest, that's just my thing.
That's very honest.
Know what you want, know what you don't want. I mean, like, you're entering into somebody's safe zone. You know, and like, I'm accepting you into my world. I'm taking in your energy. You're taking in mine. So if you're just gonna come and your intentions is just to test the waters and leave, sometimes too, like nowadays, you can make your intentions clear and give that person the opportunity to decide whether they want to go along with that or not. You know,
right.
Instead of making it seem like you're coming to deliver platter when you're only bringing snack. All I'm saying is know what you want before you go messing around with people's feelings. Sometimes when you meet someone, it takes time to get to know them to really know if you want to pursue them or take it to the next level.
But what if the woman is actually not showing you what you're looking for, but you know they are sort of hiding something?
Once again, a discussion. Hey, where's your head at?
Well, no, not necessarily where your head at, but maybe there is something that is buried, maybe several layers down. You don't know, and then you get in. You know, this is something that's been hidden for so many, you know, years, and you uncover this maybe through a friend or through somebody.
I mean, it depends on what it is. You know, if the person is going through PTSD, they're not gonna share that with you right off the bat. You know, because that's something that's like, it's emotional. So I'm not gonna share that part with you, and then you end up using it against me.
At what point would you comfortable sharing that?
Like I said, once again, it depends on the two individuals and the kind of connection that they have. You know, it's about building trust with each other. I have to build trust with you, feel comfortable with you, and feel like I can trust you with what I'm about to share with you. Sometimes, like, you can't share too much too soon, because
What is too soon?
No, like, I can't meet you like within a month, tell you my whole life story, and then I don't know who you are and what you're going to do with that information. Right. Not everybody is programmed or skilled to handle certain information. They will take it and run with it, you know. And then you have someone who will take that information and actually find ways to help you. And when doing that, it actually bring you guys close together. And then you really get to know the person even more.
Right.
You know.
That's true. That's true. Unless it's requested of you, don't give too much information. I mean, until there's a discussion, he's really interested in knowing what happened last year, for the past relationships and things like that. It's okay to hold on to it, but when you think you are dealing with a very genuine person and you know something from the past will break them in the future, when they find out, it's very important you tell them at the beginning. And if you cannot deal with it, let them go.
And I feel like sometimes too, like, with you being around the person, you start learning their behavior. And then, like, even if they didn't tell you the reason why they broke up, sometimes through behavior, you yourself will pick up. Like, certain things will start pinging out. You're like, okay. You know, so it's just like being vigilant and just
be yourself.
Be yourself. Don't pretend to be somebody that you're not. And that's why, once again, I don't tell you what my deal breakers are or what my expectations are. I'm not going to tell you. We just go with the flow and see where it goes, because everybody's different. And honestly, I'm not going to go into, like, never go into a relationship or any situation with expectations, because then you're setting yourself up for failure, or you're setting yourself up for something that is not there, but you're trying to force it to be there. So
that's a good one.
Just
that's something
get to know each other, vibe.
Really taking on.
Spend time together, build memories, and like challenge each other. I mean, I like men that can challenge my brain, challenge me intellectually. And I don't like yes men. They turn me off.
Come on,
you know,
don't even say that.
You know, like yes man.
Yeah.
What is yes man?
No, like a guy that will agree with everything that you're saying, even though, like, I feel like they don't agree with you, but they're saying yes because they like you and they want to keep the To me, I could read through that, and it's such a turn off.
Yeah.
Like,
but I mean, if the answer is yes.
No, but sometimes too, I will say something on purpose, some nonsense, just to see what.
Why would you want to be nonsense?
No. Because sometimes.
With anything.
No. Because a lot of times, that's how you know, like, somebody's really interested in you. Because
they're not even listening. And then,
you're not listening to me. If everything I'm telling you, you're like, yeah, I agree, yeah. And it's like, really? You cannot agree with everything that I'm saying. And let's say I'm telling you, like Trump would say, fake news. I'm telling you fake news right now. And then you're like, yeah, I totally agree. But in my mind, I'm like, that's not true though. But you just agree with me, so that means, once again, you're not listening. And you don't care.
They don't care.
But I mean, what if that is the level of that person's understanding of things, or that person's level of knowledge, or maybe they don't know as much as you do?
Maybe that person is that genuine and really is willing to agree with you on everything just to keep you. But that is also a warning sign, because it may be that they don't feel like they are worth having you, and so they are doing everything to keep you. It could be that they are hiding something. It could be that they are hiding something. So let me just make you very happy.
How long can you hide for?
You see, so that's why they are making. They think they should make you happy, so that you never.
Yeah, maybe that is their mindset. You know, their goal in life or in the relationship is to make sure that you are happy.
By agreeing with everything that I say. So then the moment you say you disagree with me, then we're going to have a problem.
That's true. I mean, it could be that there's a man out there who really cherishes you and wants to hold on to you at all costs. But obviously, I mean, for the different people that you are, you will have certain disagreements at certain points in time. Yeah, but I think Edwina referred to yes mans, and that's just because yes mans happen to be boring. They want people,
but
ladies.
What if that is how they are brought up? There are people like that. Who
Yes, and there are ladies who want yes
and
men.
Then there will be somebody for that particular person.
There are ladies
just
who want
not
yes
for
men.
me.
Yes, there are ladies who want
I don't
a
need
man
you
to be very calm because they grew up in a hostile environment with their dads always screaming on their moms and things like that, and they saw a lot of disagreements in marriages. So such women will prefer yes men for a husband, and they will be happy. That will be the world to them. And a lot of young ladies lately who are really wild and want nothing to do with yes men. They are wild.
Really
That's the
wild.
Yes.
What do you
there are
mean
wild
wild
ladies out there today, man.
What do you mean wild? Wild in which sense?
Hey, welcome back. That was part 2 of my ride with Edwina and Philip. I hope you enjoyed and learned something from them. Please make sure you subscribe to our videos on YouTube and also follow us on Instagram and Facebook so that you'll be notified once new videos are posted. I will see you next time with another video. Until then, let's keep love alive. Bye.